Hello everybody, Chaoticsoulzero here, and I just want to do a quick tutorial, or quick tutorial on how to find chords and how to stay in key when you're doing your chords and your melodies. If you're somebody like me who doesn't actually know music theory or hasn't actually had much experience in actually playing an instrument, this will be helpful for you. This is just one way. There are other ways that I could show you, but there's a simple way that I have found. I'm using FL Studio 12. This also works for 11, and I believe ones before this, because yours should come with the picture that I'm about to use. So you want to first go to your mixer and activate the picture, and it's going to look like this. Now what you want to do is click this menu here, go to detached, and what that does, it keeps the application or effect. It keeps it up there so it doesn't fall to the background, and keeps it awake. Not awake, but in the foreground. Then what you want to do is select your scale type, like major, minor, pentatonic. I'm gonna do minor. It doesn't even matter. Minor F scale. All right. Then you want to go to your channel rack, and this actually, when I opened this project, I already had the sampler already loaded. So if you don't have the sampler in there, because you don't want these, what I'm about to show you, is you don't want these notes to actually play. It's supposed to be just a guide so that you can use it for another VST. You would go to add channel, and then you want to click on sampler, and here it is right here. I know in FL11 this looks a little different, but boom, you'll add a sampler, and the sampler is basically, it's just an empty channel pretty much. So I already got one, so I don't need that. We're going to go ahead and remove that. But you want to go to piano roll in the sampler channel, and you see the picture. It actually shows you each and every note that's in the scale of minor F. So what you want to do is you want to go to your piano roll and highlight each of those notes. It's simple, C, C sharp, D sharp, F, G, G sharp, and A sharp. Boom. So now you have the F minor scale in the 6. Now you want to take that, Control C, Control V. Okay, that should have dropped the octave. There we go. Drop the octave. It just basically gives you a wider range of what you're going to play, because you don't want to play just in one octave. So you can go ahead and just copy it up and down. I go down as far as usually 4 and as high as 8. Boom. We're going to zoom out right quick. Okay, boom, there we go. So this is the F minor scale from the 4 to the 8. And one more thing, you want to go to your options and your, I believe, tools. No, not tools. Oh, where is it? Oh crap. Helpers. I'm sorry. And you want to turn on your ghost channels. Okay. Now what that does, so I'm gonna show you in a second. When you go to another, wait, one more thing. We're gonna stretch these. We're gonna stretch these all the way out, and you're gonna see what this does in a second. We're gonna go to the other an instrument or VST that you want to use to actually play the instrument on, and I have Nexus loaded, and I already have an attack lead. And you see these here, these are the ghost notes from the other channel. Now those don't play, so I'm gonna hit play. You don't hear anything because the sampler doesn't have any actual sound attached to it. All you need the sampler for is to be a reference to where you place these notes. Now I can basically put almost notes anywhere on this scale and make a melody or create a chord, as I'm about to do in a second. But first I want to kind of take the tempo down a little bit because that's a little fast. I usually produce around like 80 and 90, so we're just gonna go throw something in 80. I mean 90. I can't read. And we'll zoom that back out again. And I pray this is not too loud. Let me check to see something real quick. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be kind of loud. I'm gonna turn the PC down a little bit. I don't want it to overlap. Alright, I'm sorry. One other thing. I guess before you actually start playing the notes, the picture, it does this weird, it has this weird effect to it. But what you want to do so that it doesn't do the effect anymore. Actually, I don't need the picture anymore, so I can just close it and get rid of it. But if you actually do leave it in there or you need it for anything, you can just turn the effect all the way down. If you don't feel like, you know, taking it off. That way it doesn't make the, yeah, it was doing a weird like vibrato, I guess, a kind of effect to it, kind of wavy. Like I ain't want that. So yeah, that's one more step I forgot to add. But yeah, that. And when you're laying down your notes, usually how the chords work, there's a lot of ways to lay down chords. But the most simple way is to do the first note, which I'm picking F5, because we're in the scale of F anyway, so I'm just gonna start in F5 and skip every other note. I'm just gonna lay down I guess a basic, you know, chord progression here. Very simple. I don't know how this is gonna sound. And now you have chords. So yeah, it's really that simple. Of course, you probably got something better than this. This is, I just click randomly. I probably actually could use that for something. I don't know how, but I'm hearing that. I got kind of a little bit of a feel for it. But some other, you know, tips and tricks for making your chords fuller is to drop the root note of each chord. See, I have this at F5, so I bring it down here. Click the F4. I got no C sharp, C sharp 4, and so on and so forth. I got G5 and put it on G4, and no D5 sharp, D4 sharp. Boom. Now what that does, it adds a I guess another dynamic to the chord. So you see the difference. Let me delete it so you hear the difference. See the low note. See, adds a little bit more to it. And melodies are pretty much the same way. We're gonna go ahead and channel rack. I'm gonna go ahead and just clone this and lower the cutoff. And I'm going to just throw a random melody. I'm going to do it a little higher because you don't want it playing the same, I guess the same octave, the same frequency or whatnot, because it's going to kind of override each other. I have no idea what I'm about to do here. Just going to click, I mean, it's a melody. It's going to be yeah, just make it a basic 4-note pattern here. Change it up at the end. Why not? I don't know how it's gonna sound. Let me see. That actually doesn't sound bad. See, when you're in key, you can do things like that. I had no idea how I was gonna sound, and that didn't sound half bad. I mean, you can always, you know, change the velocity, you know, so it's not hitting all the same. You can do the same thing with your chords. But that's pretty much it for the trying to find, melodies and chords pretty simple if you don't know music theory. I don't know a lick of it. I don't. I didn't go to school for music. I didn't pick up this trade too, a couple of years ago. So I'm kind of trying to keep up. I'm not trying to keep up. I'm trying to play catch up now. So I'm trying to find as many, I guess, shortcuts as you can. I mean, anything that makes the work process go by a little faster, a little smoother, I'm all for it. I'm not willing to share that knowledge when I find out about it to the rest of you all, because, knowledge is power. No, that's it for this tutorial. I think I'm actually going to make a B out of this. Yeah. I hope you all have a good day. I hope I taught you something. If you or if you already knew this, well, you kind of watched this far already. But since you already got this far, hit like, share. Somebody else might need this knowledge. You might already have it. You can share it to somebody else who doesn't. Subscribe to my channel if you like what you see on my channel. Comment below if I said anything wrong, or anything that was confusing, or you need more clarification on. Be sure to let me know, because that's what the comment section is for. I do comment back. I mean, I do work a couple jobs in here and there, but I be on my phone most of the time. So, yeah. I hope you all having a good day, and as always, peace and love.